Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am JP the Outlaw, here to give you WWE news and rumors for your May 14th, 2018. Now, throughout the course of this weekend, I was trying to get in here and get this done. One, I've been sick as a dog, so me doing anything since Thursday, I had like a cold or something. I really couldn't move. Like, I made it to work, but I was just a body. I was dead. But for the most part, bounced back pretty good. I'm feeling great. I'm up early, and I'm trying to get this done before I go to work. So we got a couple of news stories to talk about, you guys. Big Cass was his backstage heat. Also, the WWE trolling CM Punk to make his WWE return to the ring. We'll go over that. And also Chris Jericho back in New Japan. These are our three stories for today. I had more stories throughout the weekend. I might give you a little JP extra during the course of the week just to fill out the rest of my stories as far as the WWE and so on and so forth. Whatever wrestling news pops up in between there. So Big Cass, in an episode of SmackDown Live, he called out a midget, and the midget was supposed to be a rip-off Daniel Bryan. So the heat comes from when Big Cass asked to, put a little bit more pepper on his cheesesteak. The higher-ups, the brass, the road agents, and Vince McMahon himself said, no, I don't want you to attack him after the big boot. Big Cass went into business for itself. Of course, laid down the beat down after the initial attack with the running boot onto the midget. Now, two things. One, looking at it visually, it looks fucking retarded. Big Cass is 7 feet tall. It makes no sense for you to beat up a fucking midget. Okay? I mean, after the big boot, sure, whatever. He's done, But him being 7 foot tall, beating up a fucking midget makes no goddamn sense, which would explain why the WWE booked him the way they did at Backlash. Don't get me wrong, I did not like the match at all. Of course, Big Cass was dominating, but soon as Daniel Bryan put in the yes lock, the match was over fairly quickly. So, in my opinion of this, this is small signs. And then the following Tuesday, forgive me, they didn't even show Big Cass on WWE TV or WWE programming. So with that being said, the rumor is that they're taking Big Cass off of TV because of this. I feel as though this plays into what CM Punk was saying about the WWE before he left. There's nobody willing to take a chance on himself. Big Cass, yes, he took a chance on himself. Do I think this was the right time to take that chance? No. No, you could have took a chance against another performer, even a Daniel Bryan. Even after he won the match, you could have came back with the beat down. Okay, you could have done anything better. But when you're dealing with a one-time appearance talent like the midget was, he come on this show for a one-time appearance. We're gonna pay you, and then you'll be gone. What I think happened here is, the midget was in agreement with the boot, but he wasn't in agreement with the beatdown, and I think this is why this is such a big deal. Cruelty to small people. It's not cool. Not cool. Not cool at all. Especially when you're 7 feet fucking tall. Now, I wouldn't have put Big Cass in this program with Daniel Bryan. Not only would I have not done that, I would have made sure that Daniel Bryan would have been far away from shit like this. This is unnecessary. And I think with what the WWE is trying to do with Daniel Bryan is retell that against all odds story. But I think they forget major things when it comes to Daniel Bryan. You forget that CM Punk was just leaving the WWE and all of his fandom just slowly shifted to Daniel Bryan. Because at a point in time, CM Punk was smoking hot, and so was Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan was on the rise, if anything. When Punk left, that left the fans with their number 2 favorite guy. It's just like Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage. The fans loved Randy Savage, but they love the fuck out of Hulk Hogan. You get what I'm saying? So when Hulk Hogan decided I'm done, I'm leaving, of course the mantle was supposed to go to Macho Man Randy Savage, but Macho Man ended up leaving. I think it was about like a year, maybe a couple months later after the Hulkster left. So, it's the same thing, the same formula there. You can even use Rock and Austin. When Austin left, Rock took the mantle. He took the ball and ran with it, which gave us memorable moments like, WrestleMania 17, which goes down in history as one of the best WrestleManias to ever happen. So, yeah, I mean, all this is coming full circle. I just think Big Cass in his current role needs to slow down. One, you got to take what the WWE management and the brass gives you, and you got to work with it. I think this is what CM Punk did when presented the opportunity to make change in the WWE. Okay, it wasn't always Punk wasn't always the monarch of change. Okay, Punk went through a couple of years of horrible booking, just lackadaisical storylines, and at the end of the day, most of the stuff he was trying to do made no sense. Made no sense before the pipe bomb. I really liked the Straight Edge Society. I thought that was a good spin on a cult leader, because that's all that was. But other than that, what notable things can you say that CM Punk done before then? I think he was great on commentary. So it is what it is. Let that be our segue into our CM Punk topic right there. Punk apparently is going to be making an appearance at Pro Wrestling Tees in Chicago. The first 200 people gets to sign autograph in I think, what's that? One of those headshots of CM Punk. So, this is all going down around the All-In weekend. Do I think that CM Punk is going to be involved with All-In? Absolutely. If he doesn't do anything more than just sit in the crowd and make his face be known. Knowing that Mark Jackson, him and CM Punk are still close after working the Indies, It's been tweets that CM Punk will let Mark Jackson know when he's ready to come back to wrestling. That lets me know that CM Punk hasn't lost his passion for it. Right now, he's trying other things. You got to appreciate a man that's willing to test his brand and his talents in some other promotion, some other sport. I say the same thing about MJ. When he went over to fucking baseball, I thought it was a horrible move, but I appreciated what he was trying to do. Not only am I the best in this sport, I'm the best in this sport as well. I'm breaking down barriers. Same thing with Primetime, forgive me. Primetime did the same thing when he left football and went to baseball. So, this is just one of those situations where I can't do it with the WWE anymore. And I feel as though CM Punk, at some point in time in his career, had to say, look, I'm beat up. I'm tired. If you listen to any podcast of Punk's around about the time he walked out of the WWE, you could tell that his heart wasn't in it. Yeah, his body was there, but his heart was gone. I mean, even with the promos, Punk wasn't the same. And, that most of that is the WWE, not letting him main event a WrestleMania, not letting him win the Royal Rumble, especially after the most best years that he's had in the WWE. From 2011 to 2014 was CM Punk's best years. And the WWE found a way to keep the title away from him. The same thing they was going to do with Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania 30. But the fans, us as fans, wanted that to happen, so you couldn't stop the wheels that was already in motion. Especially when it came to Daniel Bryan and CM Punk. Now, I'm hearing news of a Brock Lesnar Universal title run eclipsing CM Punk's WWE title run. Now, CM Punk's title run with the WWE Championship was heavily defended. Also, Punk was on TV every day. Now, you could say that Brock Lesnar defended his title. I won't say he did as much as Punk, but you can say that Brock Lesnar defended his title. You could also say that Brock Lesnar is the current longest reigning Universal Champion. You can say that. But when you say that his title reign has eclipsed CM Punk's, you cannot say that. These are two different belts. The one belt has the lineage of 50 fucking years. The other belt only has been around for 2. So you can't compare oranges and fucking apples because it makes no sense. And this is what the WWE is trying to do, to break away from, CM Punk was the longest reigning WWE champion ever. We have to break that idea of that. Same thing they did with Brock, with Randy Orton, when Randy Orton became the youngest world heavyweight champion ever. Before then, it was Brock Lesnar. And the only reason why they are taking this accolade from CM Punk is because of who CM Punk is. He is no longer with the WWE, so therefore I can't have him have that accolade. Just like Chris Jericho. The Miz is one title reign away from breaking Chris Jericho's Intercontinental Championship reigns, which is 9, I think. I think Jericho's had the Intercontinental Championship about 9 times. The Miz is on the cusp of that with 8. And it wouldn't surprise me. I know Jericho is a big name for the WWE, but it wouldn't surprise me because he's doing all this stuff with New Japan, because Jericho has a wrestling cruise getting ready to happen. It would not surprise me if the WWE allows The Miz to eclipse that record. And these are the things that, that I'm noticing. WWE are trying their best to entice CM Punk to come back to the ring, be it with them or somewhere else. But clearly, they want Punk back bad as shit. Okay? They're name dropping. Just maybe 2 months ago, they had CM Punk on their Hulu screen as the header. Watch old WWE product with CM Punk as the header. And the WWE normally does not do that when you are not contracted with the WWE. So, again, I'm just saying, do I think this is going to launch CM Punk coming back at All In? Maybe. Would I mind seeing a fucking CM Punk versus Kenny Omega? CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes? I wouldn't mind that at all. And given the landscape of the indies right now, CM Punk would be a hot commodity. He could be in the light of a Austin Aries, where, Neville has completely fell off the map. We haven't heard from Neville since WrestleMania last year this time. But you have other cats, which, let's say Austin Aries. That's the best way to put it. Austin Aries has left the WWE, went to many indie promotions, became their number 1 champion, which I mean by that, their world heavyweight champion. Be it Impact, be it Defiant, be it Gorilla Position. He's went on multiple platforms to show that he is not only one of the greatest of all time, he is the truth. And this is what I like about Austin Aries. I think CM Punk can do the exact same thing, but on a bigger spell. He can go to New Japan and get the IGW championship. He can go to Mexico and get the AA championship, the AAA championship. These are the things I think if you don't limit CM Punk and what he can do, I think CM Punk can take the wrestling world by the balls right now with just an announcement. I'm back in wrestling business. I'm taking open bookings. That announcement alone would break the fucking internet. And this is why I say the WWE is trying their best, because eventually they all come back. Eventually. Kurt Angle came back. Jeff Hardy came back. Ultimate Warrior came back. Jeff Jarrett came back to the WWE. If all these names that I just mentioned has somehow made their way back to the WWE, I think the last big name that they can pull on is a CM Punk. And I think that would change ratings. That would change eyes on their product so much. But, I think with all in due time, it's going to take some time to build to that. It wouldn't surprise me after CM Punk is getting finished fighting Jones at the UFC. I think it's 205. After he gets fighting, his career is pretty much up in the air. So, what? I think Punk is maybe 34, 35. Late 30s, early 40s. So he got a couple more years in him, and it wouldn't be bad on Punk. I look at his UFC career, and this is just him resting up. That's how I take it. Even though he's still doing his training, he's still doing his normal routine stuff as far as UFC is concerned. But it's a break from wrestling. That wear and tear on your body, that fucking tour that kills you because you done made 7 fucking stops, but they got you working with goddamn fucking Ryback. So, Punk, I understand. If you're hearing this, if you're listening to the Outlaw, I feel you, bro. Nobody wants that. And I'm going to end it right there. We'll get back. I'll be back with more news, probably another JP Extra over the week. And, of course, I have a little bit of side work coming up this weekend. So if I don't give you news and rumors Saturday, I will give you a double episode on Sunday, or maybe even a double episode on Friday, just to gear everybody up for me not being here this weekend. So, yeah, man, everything is cool. I will talk to you guys later. I am JP the Outlaw. Please check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and blah, blah, blah. Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr. Currently on Tumblr. We just started a Tumblr page, so please check us out on all 3 platforms, especially Wrestling and Nino, where our fandom has grown. 2002. Okay? 1,002 followers. I appreciate all you guys. I want you to have a great day. Enjoy your fucking day. And, grab by the balls, man. Peace.